Don't take a shot of me.
Okay guys, it's Anthony here, Super Duty Service. I got an issue, which you guys tell me what you think. I mean, this engine was put together, what, 15 months ago, 16 months ago, something like that. This was before I had my own machine shop back there in the back. I've got a brand new Rottler S8M CBN surfacer. We've got head gasket issues, which I'll be damned. Look at this. This is, you see that? You see from there to there on the surface? You can see that like a son of a gun. Look, these heads were surfaced. From there to there. I didn't surface these. These were not surfaced here. This was when I was using other machine shops. You got to be careful. Just any surfacer won't do it. It's not just you know, if it's surfaced, it's good. You know, hell no. You can see it on this one too. You see the low spots? See it from there to there, and it blew right there. Same here, there to there, and it blew. What do you do? You know, what do you do? What do you do when something like that happens? Well, hang on, I'll show you what you do. Okay, well, when something like that happens, and it happens multiple times, you go out and you drop a couple $100,000 and you buy your own freaking equipment. That is not junk. That is not a dinosaur. That's a bad son of a gun right there. Rottler S8M, that's good. You know, we do our own heads. We do our own stuff because, I mean, I'm actually thinking about, we're getting ready to possibly change our entire business model. We're about to change what we do. One thing that really concerned me is the block got surfaced also. Let me see if I can show it. See if I can get the profile of it, get the light just right. You can see here and here, here and here. See it? There and there. I mean, this was probably the second or the third to the last job that I ever used Ford head gaskets on. I put this together. I'm the one that bolted this together. I'm the sorry son of a bitch that bolted this thing together. So, I mean, I'm, you know what? I'm not gonna call out anybody, any specific, whatever. I mean, if you have a problem, well, if I have a problem, I like to think that I am going to do everything I can to correct that problem. This truck showed up on our lot. I've got a list. I've got a line of people in line waiting to be in this bay. And this truck came in yesterday. I was made aware of the head gasket issue on this truck yesterday. So it's 1 o'clock. It's about 1 o'clock on the day after we got it. And I was made aware of it about 3 or 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon. I just got done with some turbos and stuff on a 6.4, and we pulled it in. I don't, you know, when somebody goes all in and I'm the one that decided what to use, what to put on the truck, I'm gonna make it right, no matter what. That's pretty evident right there. There to there. Now, son of a bitch. I mean, you know, we're not gonna get into why it happened. Obviously, those machinists out there that are watching this will go through and say, oh, the CBN cutter was wore and the RPM speed was changed and blah, 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 blah. You know, it doesn't freaking matter. It does not matter. I surface them at 1,000 RPM and at about 12 feet per minute. 12 inches per minute, sorry. 12 inches per minute at about 1,000 RPM is what I set it at with CBN cutter, cast iron cutter. It's a CBN cutter made for cast iron. That's what I use, and that's the surface that I use, is 1,000 RPM with about 12 inches per minute. Let's hope my freaking nice Rottler equipment doesn't do that. Let's freaking hope not. But yeah, I went ahead, you know, I mean, things happen, but most of y'all know I'm not smoke and mirrors here. We will show if I do something wrong, I'm gonna show it. But you know, this was long before we had our own machine shop. And you know, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, I've been through about 15 machine shops in this city, and that is why I made that investment back there. That equipment only, as of right now, which I have no, I actually have no desire to do anything else with it. That equipment back there is completely set up for 6 liters. Hang on, I'll go show you some more. Okay, like, we'll start with this. My SG8. This thing, granted, I've got all these pilots, whatever, thanks to the salesman, you know, whatever. But, hang on. Okay, everything is set up. I did bronze liners, bronze guides, I did all that. But right now, I'm putting guides in. We can also do bronze guides, whole guides. Set up, ready to go. Drop that sucker in, boom, ream out the guides. Then, I got right here, this is my intake seat cutter, my seat bore cutter. Set up. Got a little wear on it, might need to sharpen it. Right here, 6 liter intake cutter. Set up, ready to go. Boom, boom, grab it and go. This is the exhaust cutter after we put the seats in it. Probably need to sharpen that one too. Normally sharpen it before I go in. You know, and brush the guides out, blah, 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 do all that, obviously. You know, and cutting the seat pockets, I'm gonna use this bad boy right here. Boom, throw the springs on, no big deal. Right there to cut the counter bore, to cut the guide top. Once we machine for a guide. Yeah, and then over here, obviously I've got the stones in. I've got, which this was a learning thing right here. These stones are coarse. Rottler labels them as finished stones, but these are not finished stones. These are 170 to 200 grit stones. That ain't gonna work. So I've got 350 to 400 grit stones for finish. We'll cut the cylinder first with here, get it within 3/1000ths of the bore spec, then I'll switch the stones. And I'll put these are all diamonds. I'll put these in and take the last 3/1000ths out. Those are 350 to 400 grit. And then I'll do about 3 to 5 strokes with the brushes. Clean it off. Now that's, yeah, that does the cylinder walls. Now for surfacing, I went crazy. I made fixtures for everything. Normally, Rottler has got a whole bunch of brackets and bars and crap that you have to use to surface engine blocks and surface heads, and it's a freaking nightmare. I did one engine with all of their crap, and I said, this is freaking stupid. So I can take these plates right here, boom, hang it from the overhead crane, bolt the plates on both sides, bolt that down to the table, adjust the table, get it level, boom, cut it. Then I pull it back out, take the plates off, put the other set of plates on, and do it. I got this big jig for the heads that will mount the heads relaxed. I do not hang them from the ends of the heads when I surface them. I bolt them through the exhaust manifold and the intakes, and the intake ports. You can see I actually, yeah, don't laugh at my welding. I don't give a damn. Those are guides. Those are SBI guides that are supposed to go in a head, but you know what? They work really good for holding the head. Yeah, we can surface exhaust manifolds. Got my little fixture there to surface manifolds. I can surface both banks of the block and the top of the block, the fire deck of the heads, the exhaust manifold side of the heads, and the exhaust manifolds in about 2 hours, and they're done. So the reason why I went with this whole machine shop is for my own work, because the amount of money that machine shops charge to machine the whole engine is it's a lot. It's about $2,500 is what you'll spend. And we've been doing about an engine every, I don't know, 7 to 10 to 12 days we do an engine. So you add that up by the month, I'm at $5,000 to $7,000 a month on any given month. Well, that's why I have it. That's why I have all that. I boxed up all the Rottler crap. I put everything back in the box, put everything up because I don't use none of it. But figured I would, that is a perfect example with why we have our own machine shop. You know what? I got to eat that truck back there in the back. I have to eat it because I'm the sorry son of a bitch that decided to put that stuff on the truck. You know, it's surfaced. Should be good. Well, you tell me. I mean, you know, it didn't look like that. I actually I wiped it down, and you know, but you can just see it. Use brought out those lines, and then once I wiped it down with a rag, you can just see it. You can see it from there to there. So from the top, I don't know what to say, man. I don't know. But yeah, that is why we have the entire machine shop back in the back, because I'm gonna go ahead and pull these heads apart, and well, I'll vac test them first, clean them up, see how well the valve job is. I'm gonna have to recess the valves a little bit because I'm gonna go ahead and take probably another 1,000th off of it. We'll see what it'll take to clean it up. And what I've been doing on all heads too. Yeah, I've got that nice machine. That's a nice machine. It'll do it. But I also lap in every single valve, and then that valve obviously goes back in that seat after it's lapped. We have to lap it, and then I take it apart and go through final clean before I assemble. And then and I got these little fixtures back there where I can put the valves in, and they will stay in orientation. They won't get mixed up. So the last one I did, lapped them all in, got the valve job all done, lapped it all in, put the vac tester on it, vac it down, shut the vac tester off, and after 3 minutes I was done waiting. At 3 minutes it only leaked down to 15, and it had stopped at 15. It didn't leak anymore. It was, so that was good. You know, lapping them in. We got to lap them in. I mean, let's not forget the basics. You know, yeah, we got these nice cutters. I got some new 5-angle cutters back there that I can do 5-angle valve job. But let's not forget the basics. We can have all the coolest crap in the world, but lap the freaking valves in. Make sure they're good. That absolutely makes them good. And then final clean after we lap them. Then assemble them son of a guns together, set the stem heights, boom, there you go, done. So yeah, just an absolute freaking bummer. So son of a bitch, I wonder how many more I'm gonna have come in. But honestly, I've been using Felpros for a long time, and the big question is, who knows, would Felpros have prevented this? Who knows? I have no idea. I got half a notion to put this sumbitch back on with Felpros and see if it blows again, just to see, you know, and not even touch the heads. Just clean them off and put the Felpros on and let her eat. But I can't leave it like that. That's crazy. All right, that's a long enough video. Got a head gasket issue, and you tell me what it's from. You tell me. You tell me from there to there. Boom. Yep. All right, guys. Have a good day.